Hey y'all, Christy from Teadoddles. This is the first day of my spring break vlog. I have gotten all set up. I got me some coffee and my water and everything. Get my sewing machines going, my serger going, so I can sew some clothes. I have some things cut out. Well, some things are already previously cut out, and I cut out something yesterday, and I'm gonna show you that in just a minute. That's what I'm gonna be working on today, and I'll show y'all as I finish. Yesterday I'm close to being caught up on my forecast blanket. I'll show you that later. I have not got completely caught up on it, but I did get ends woven in too, so that was a big thing. It was rainy and gross yesterday, and the temperature dropped, and I didn't want to do much anything, so that's what I worked on. And I got my mantle changed out for, that light's so bright, I'm trying to, there, maybe that's better, there we go. I'm changed out for heading towards springish, which is already spring. Let's just, where I'm at, it's spring. So that's the kind of thing I did yesterday, and some laundry, just basic stuff yesterday. I stayed in my pajamas all day, which is okay. I would say that the stuff I wear when I'm sewing, people might think it's pajamas, but it's more like leggings and shirts and stuff. So I'm going to be working on some more loungewear that's maybe, I don't know what you would call it, less frumpy, we'll say. The frumpy stuff can be comfy. My arm's getting tired. So I'm about to turn y'all around and see what's on the table and talk about what I'm going to do today. All right? Okay. I need to do some arm workouts so my arms don't get tired so easily. But anyway, so today I'm going to continue on. I'm going to finish up this jacket. Like I said, spring cling. I'm trying to finish up stuff I've started. Get it out of the way so I can start newer things. Now, the only thing that really held me back on finishing this was that this requires, I can say, bias binding around the edges. I don't have any bias binding at all. I was going to buy some, and I debated. So what I think I'm going to do instead, I have a lot of this kind of stuff cut out, but this is for quilt binding, which doesn't have to be on the bias. I'm going to do something with this to close in those edges, and we'll see how it goes and see how it looks. So it's got little birds on it. This doesn't seem like it's focusing. I might need to clean my, there we go. Trying to focus on the lady. So these are strips left over from a quilt top I have sewn together, so I should have enough to do what I need to do with this, and we'll see how it goes. This will be a pretty quick sew because it's so it's heavy. It's a woolish kind of fabric, so it'll go better. And this is the one I did the lining for the sleeves in that I did a tutorial on, so we'll see how that turns out. And then I've had this cut out, so I'm going to sew this next, and this is going to be this view without the pocket. I just don't like pockets on my shirts. I don't know, it just irritates me, so I'm not going to put a pocket on it. And then I'm going to sew this. I got this cut out, so I'm not actually doing this view. This has these like poofy sleeves. There's a view where it has ruching at this raglan seam, and it's just a straight with a cuff, and that's the one I'm doing. And it also has a slouch neck, like a turtleneck. I'm not completely sure I'm going to do the turtleneck. I cut the turtleneck out, but it looks like it's going to be really small just looking at it, so I feel like it's not going to go over my head, but we'll see how it goes. I may just do the regular binding like they have up there. But y'all, look at how much fabric I have left over. For some reason, I ordered 3 yards of this fabric. I don't know what the heck thought I was going to do with it. Then I have this, which I only cut out the sleeve, which this technically looks like. This is all backwards. I can get it to come apart. Okay, let it go. There, you can see it a little bit. It actually looks like that. That's what it looks like. So that's the interior, but I only needed a sleeve, and I think I did the turtleneck part in that color. And I maybe used a yard of this. So I was like, what am I going to do with the rest of this fabric? Because my intent with sewing this stuff is to get this fabric. You know, I know I'm going to have some leftovers and scraps. That's one thing. But this is yardage. So I think what I'm going to do, I should have enough to make me a little lounge set. Like, I'm going to make pants out of this because I have the most of it. And I'm going to make me a little long sleeve top out of this. And I should have enough to do that. So that'll be something I'll cut out once I get to that one, and we'll go from there. And then I'm going to try to figure out what I'm going to do with this fabric. I pulled it last month as my monthly, what am I going to do with this? So I'm going to figure that out today. And this is a pile of stuff that needs something fixed on it. So there's a little thing. So let's see how far we get today. It's after 12 o'clock already. I did sleep in today because it's my day out and I'm off. And time changed and all those things. So I will be back with y'all shortly. Okay, I finished this jacket, which took a lot more time than expected. It's looking funky even hanging on this mannequin. And I'm not completely sure I like how it looks on me. This is how I did the little binding thing, which was okay. I did serge the seams on the side and the armhole, the back seam and the shoulders. I put this on it. Yeah, it's okay. It just hangs weirdly, and I don't know, I think it's just the pattern. It does not hang the same way it does. It's the person in the picture, which of course I'm not the person in the picture, but it's just something about it is, and maybe the fabric I picked. This fabric is a heavier weight fabric, but it's thin, if that makes sense. It's not thick, so maybe that's why it didn't hang exactly I wanted to. And the top, this could have been a little better. It doesn't look super bad when I put it on, but this could have been a little better if I had to use bias binding, but I was going with what I had, and that is finished. And it took way longer because I had to make a lot of adjustments because it was way too big, which I didn't expect. So I am on to sew this top together, which will hopefully go much quicker than this did. Okay, last part of the vlog. It is almost 8:30 and I'm tired. I had to fight with pinning this sleeve into this. I did get the whole front is finished. Neckline, yoke. This is the back yoke with the pleating and all of that. It's a fully lined faced thing. I just had a snafu when I was putting these sleeves in. I put my sleeves in before I poked myself with a pen. Before I sew the side seams, because I find that much easier, and I find that it just is easier to set in. I just had to remark some stuff. I've had to cut some pieces I missed when I was cutting this out. So I did not get as far today as I had hoped, but there's always tomorrow. So y'all remember to have a life lived creatively, and I will see y'all in tomorrow's vlog. Bye.